And we are live. Oh, hello. Sorry about the last live stream. That was a bit embarrassing. I don't know who saw what or what actually went out, but what happened was I missed live streaming. I decided, since I've got a spare night, to come online and say hello and maybe play some games. Unfortunately, in this new house that we've moved to, the internet connection isn't terrific. So it kept dropping out. People kept seeing technical difficulties, and the whole thing was a nightmare. So I've come back in. Wow, the screen is getting crazy. I've come back in, and I'm just doing this via Hangouts on air rather than Wirecast, which is how I usually stream in 720p. But since the connection can't handle that, here we go. Bit of a lag here, as you can see. That's taken the wind out of my sails. I don't know what we're going to do now. You can't really stream games over Hangouts on air, and especially given that we're now in crappy 2002 webcam vision. So, I don't know. Here we are anyway. No one's rejoined. I feel really bad. People took time out of their evening to come watch a little bit of live streaming action, and they just got a headache. So no one's here. Never mind. What are we going to do? Let's see what's trending on Twitter. That's something we can do. Assuming this gets archived on the channel, one thing I was trying to explain in the previous thing was why I've been gone so long. Basically, life, just busy with things, and some of them will be directly beneficial for the subscribers. Like, I've been working on this amazing music video. Even if I do say so myself, it kicks ass. I've spent it's getting on for about 40 hours doing this music video for my brother. He's put out this single called Raving Wild, which is also the name of his I say band, but that's just what he performs under, Raving Wild. It's an amazing, I don't need these on. It's an amazing track, and he asked me to do the video for it. So the second he said that, I was like, I know exactly how this needs to look. So we went ahead and we did that, and I just knew how it needed to be. So I'm working on it, but God, I underestimated the amount of time it would take. Oh, I've got 3 viewers. Thanks, Ken. I appreciate that. Hi, everyone. Let's see what's trending on Twitter, shall we? 5 Days for Expelled movie. What's that? Wasn't Expelled that awful, awful Christian movie that came out a while back? Is that to do with that? What's this? Cameron Dallas. I think I've heard the name. Oh, God. It's not that. Oh, forget it. Forget it. It's just some crappy fangirl thing. He's probably some like Vine superstar that they handed a movie to. You can tell by the quality of comments that come on. Please, Cam, please follow me. Please, 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 please follow me. Why would a celebrity ever follow someone that is just begging them to follow them? Like, what's in it for them? But obviously it doesn't happen. But if people are like, oh, please follow me, and every second tweet was just, please follow me to me or anyone else, like, why would I bother following that account just to hear? And what would you do? Like, if you finally got that follow, what are you going to do? Just endlessly tweet about how that person followed you? Pointless. Just grow up. Sorry, it's a bit harsh. I mean, the teenagers. I remember being obsessed by people when I was a teenager. I was obsessed with myself. Because if you're not obsessed and in love with yourself, kids, then, you know, sorry, I've just been distracted by, Jules has just sent me a text and it's appeared on the screen. I'm a bit annoyed. Should we find out what she's annoyed about? So yeah, that's the Expelled movie. Just some crap. Why? Why are you annoyed? Next, Tinchy, I assume. Tinchy Strider. I like Tinchy Strider. Oh, he's in the jungle. If you don't know, maybe you've got this around the world. I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here is this show on television where they send has-been celebrities into a jungle just to see how they get along and fight together and stuff. Tinchy Strider, celebrity, someone of his caliber, does not belong in the jungle. With politicians that retired 10 years ago that no one really cared about then, certainly don't now. Pop stars the like of, I don't know, Daphne and Celeste, or I don't know, other random people who are just trying to kickstart their career. They end up in the jungle. Like, who is Kendra Wilkinson? Reality star, best-selling author, and wife and mother. I don't know who she is, but I don't really pay much attention to such things. She has got 2.5 million followers, though. Maybe I should shut my trap. I was looking today. Mila Jovovich has only got 1 million. So, mind-blowing. Oh, here we go. Can I read this out? I can't read that out, and it's not very interesting either. But she's not happy. So we've got pointless celebrity news. Pointless celebrity news. I'm a celeb. Pointless celebrity news. 5 seconds of summer live video. Again, more pointless fangirling. Blonde Bieber. Do I want to know? No, I didn't want to know. See, this is why... Look, people keep saying to me, how do you get started on YouTube? Like, what's the best thing you can do? And, you know, it's to make good content. It's not at all. It's just, the only secret to it is just having a mass of teenage females follow you and endlessly tweet about you. Either that or come up with some clever BuzzFeed video titles like, oh my God, this dog did this, but then you'll never believe what happens next. Whatever happens next will make you cry, and it's totally amazing, literally. That's what you got to do. You got to just put out that kind of clickbait shit, and then the views will come your way. Don't bother trying to make good content. That's not the way it's done nowadays, kids. God, I'm angry tonight. Blythe Spartans. What's that? Ken probably knows all about this. I'm not a football person, really. I didn't know Blythe Spartans was a team, but I'm sure as hell going to follow them. They sound badass. Comments? Are there any? Nope. Ian McKellen, that's the one we like. Why is Ian McKellen trending? Oh, he's not dead, is he? Oh, thank God for that. Jesus. Oh, but again, he's only trending because Harry Styles is in the photo. Oh, for goodness sake. Someone's saying here, at the risk of offending the One Direction swarm, I think Harry Styles is being very rude to the legend that is Sir Ian McKellen. How dare you? How dare you? Why aren't I following Ian McKellen? How dare you be rude to Ian McKellen? I hope that's not the case. Follow me, Neil. Why did I think Ian McKellen was in Harry Potter? I'm so dumb. Yes, you are. Favorited. What else we got? Cameron Must Go. I assume that's about our Prime Minister and not Cameron from 5 Seconds of Summer or whoever. I don't know. Yeah, and political stuff. He will go, probably, next election. We'll vote in Nigel Farage. Victoria Wood, that's a comedian who I haven't heard from in quite some time. Okay, she's on Graham Norton as well. I never used to like Graham Norton. He really grated on me for some reason. Same as... oh, I've gone blank. What's his name? The guy with the dog. Little dog. Paul O'Grady. Those two were just really irritating in their flamboyance. Not that I've got anything against flamboyance, but I just found it just really over the top and annoying. They've grown on me massively, both of them. I watched a brilliant documentary about Paul O'Grady, in which he discussed how he, got a start in theatre and in being a drag queen and stuff. The amount of work that guy put into his career, like, it's unreal. And I think it's quite interesting how these days you just need to get some fangirls on your Vine channel and then it self-perpetuates and then you're famous. You're instantly famous in a few months. Whereas back in the day, it really was trial by fire and you had to kind of tread the boards for many, many years before you got anywhere. I'm not saying I sound really curmudgeonly saying all this kind of thing, but I'm not saying it's better now than it was then, but that's it. That's what's trending on Twitter, guys. Oh, why am I looking at my messages? Sorry. Blythe Spartans are a non-league team and they beat league team Hartlepool in the FA Cup tonight. Oh, I did see someone else mentioning that on Twitter. So, yeah, I am in the know. And I now don't support Blythe Spartans because I was born in Hartlepool. I was born in Hartlepool and that's where my allegiances lie. And that's what I will take to my football grave with me forever. What? Good on them. Good on Blythe Spartans. I'm impressed. What else is happening? Let's go back over to Google+. I don't know what we're doing here. We're just yakking. Just yakking. I have gotten through... No. Don't want to go to my Gmail. I have gotten through most of The Walking Dead in 3 days. I've just finished the end of season 3. Don't know why I didn't get into it sooner. We watched a couple of episodes. And, don't know, just lost interest when it was actually airing on TV. But, yeah, it's good. A little bit on the predictable side. It's very evenly paced. Like, you can count almost to the minute when the next person's going to get bitten or the next bit of character conflict's going to come. But I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's great storytelling. I've really enjoyed it and look forward to seeing season 4. That's one thing I need to catch up on. Felicia Day is live streaming Legend of Grimrock 2. I don't know if you played the first Legend of Grimrock. It's awesome. I did do an Iron Man mode thing on it. I didn't get very far. I only got 2 written posts into it before getting killed by a mushroom, I think. But it's incredible. I loved the original Dungeon Master on the Amiga. That was one of the, you got those games that really just, you'll never ever forget. They almost shape you as a person. Dungeon Master was one of them. Certainly shaped me as a gamer. And when Legend of Grimrock came out, my cousin, who I used to go around her house, and she had a fancy Amiga. She had a second disk drive, guys. She used to have Dungeon Master, and we used to play that. And oh my god, the hours we spent! And so she sent me a message, 20 years later, saying Legend of Grimrock. It's kind of like well, it's not a clone. It's a love letter to Dungeon Master. And man, loved it. Unfortunately, it's not available for the Mac, which is what I'm currently rocking. But I sent out a tweet saying, oh, I hope this comes to the Mac soon. And the creators picked up on it and tweeted me and said, we're working on it. We're working on it right now. So 10 out of 10 to them for A, not neglecting Mac gamers. That's a stupid term, isn't it? And B, for just tweeting me out of the blue and saying they're listening. So good on you. But yes, Felicia Day is live streaming that in her own inimitable way. I bet she doesn't have bloody connection problems. So yeah, need to catch up on that. This is my personal Google Plus profile. Let's expand it so we get 3 columns here. Yeah, basically, my Google Plus, I use it almost as a kind of news reader. I subscribe to just people that I want to hear news from, obviously. So it's basically, I've set high priority to people that post funny animal GIFs or space news. I don't know what that is, but I like it anyway. And of course, there is a little bit of atheism stuff in there. On Google Plus, I'm one of the moderators for the biggest atheism community on Google Plus, which is a headache. It takes up way too much time and so much infighting. I can reveal that. Behind the scenes with all the moderators, so much infighting. It's embarrassing, really. I don't know why I keep up with it. I think I just like drama. A little cat gif, badly animated. They're sharing some rubbish graphics at the moment. I started following them because they posted brilliant videos of tigers and stuff like that. That's a good example. That's sweet. I like that. But yeah, they've gotten silly recently, and they're spamming my feed something fierce. So might need to reconsider following them. Sorry, guys. That's cool. I do wonder how many people are thinking of buying GTA 5 again for the new generation consoles. I saw that they've implemented new features. They've got the first-person perspective, and what else have they got? Loads of other stuff exclusive to the new generation of consoles. I think I would. I thoroughly enjoyed GTA 5. I started replaying it with Julia the other night. We set her up her own character. Oh, this is one thing that annoyed me. I set her up her own character because she wanted to just do it her way, and rather than watching me, and I was totally cool with that. And so I set her up, and it shares the bankroll from whatever your main character is, which defeats the point of starting from the bottom. You know, Drake started from the bottom. Now I'm here in my attic live streaming, however the song goes. But yeah, it's annoying. So it copies or borrows from the bankroll of the other person. All the money you earn goes into that, and is shared between both characters. All the money you spend is taken from that, which is a bit dumb. And I can't see any way of rebooting it. But yeah, if I had one of the next-gen consoles, I would rebuy it. I like that idea. Epic Pac-Man is here. Hello. Yes, I'm streaming again in a limited capacity. We can't play games. I don't know if you missed the previous thing. And yep, it died, and so we're on this low bit rate. Can't really stream, unfortunately. Kieran, Grimrock has been sitting in my Steam pile of shame for some time. Really need to get around to it. Do, sir. I think you will thoroughly enjoy it. It's got a steep difficulty curve. You run into some hard monsters in the dungeon very quickly, but it's thoroughly enjoyable. I think you'll like it. Ken agreed. I picked up GTA 5 for Xbox One last week after finishing it on 360. Really happy with it. The improvements are well worth it. That is good to know. Unfortunately, I'm not looking to buy a next generation console. I'm holding out for a Steam machine. There's been quite a few occasions, especially with the discount, so Black Friday. I was looking at a PlayStation 4, and I was like, oh, I could do. I've got the money, could buy it. I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I threw my lot in with PlayStation 4 after all, you know, the controversies and stuff with the Xbox. So I pretty much settled on the PlayStation 4. But the more I think about it, the more I'm just I mean, I've got this Steam library here. I'm just itching to play Steam games, but because I'm on a shitty Mac, I can't. And I just think, bearing in mind that I usually play games with my wife, we playing like, say, Call of Duty or Forza or something like that isn't something that two people can sit on a couch and play as such. I mean, she really likes kind of quirky independent games like Papers, Please, and more conceptual stuff like that. And I think that's a Steam machine can only deliver that, really. So, yeah, it's going to hold out. And at the moment, I'm happy with the Xbox 360. So lots of stuff that I need to play on that. But that said, I still haven't been able to play The Last of Us. And after everything I've heard about that, it feels like I'm really missing out. So you never know. Oh, Epic Batman agrees. I think I'd rather get a Steam machine than get a new console. Sure. I mean, it depends, obviously, on the price point, doesn't it? You know, is it going to be £700 or the equivalent in dollars to get a Steam machine? I would only buy it if it's the same or maybe marginally more expensive than a console. But it sounds like they've had setbacks. I don't know. I don't keep too abreast of the news, but it sounds like they've gone back to the drawing board somewhat with the official Steam machine. Whether we'll get unofficial Steam machines like from Alienware or the other third parties early-ish in 2015 remains to be seen. But yeah, I'm happy to hold out. I've gone back through replaying old games in the Xbox 360. Far Cry 3 is something I revisited. And yes, I'm kind of hoping someone buys me Far Cry 4 for Christmas. But Far Cry 3, I replayed that in lieu of number 4. I love it. It's such a good gaming experience. You're really missing out with The Last of Us. I know I am. People keep telling me, and it's killing me that I can't play it. I might have a PS4 sitting here collecting dust that I could borrow to give it a spin. Oh, okay. That is very kind of you. That would like make my Christmas. Yeah. It would make my Christmas. Like, that would blow my mind. I know it's something Jules would enjoy as well. Yeah, like if I could borrow your PS4 for like a few weeks, that would be excellent. And you never know, it might sway my hand. I might have a play of that and end up buying a PS4 as a result. So we shall see. The next big purchase I'm probably going to make is I'm going to lose all 5 of you watching now. I'm probably going to buy a iPhone 6. Bear with me. I've got a Mac, I've got an iPad, I've got an iPhone 5. You know, it's very silly me switching platforms to something that doesn't integrate with it all. And I've played with an iPhone 6. It's absolutely brilliant. Yes, I know, Bendgate and problems, and I'm just being a fanboy. I don't care. I'm not. They've got a great user interface and user experience and all the rest of it. If I found anything else that did the job better, I would switch to it. No problem at all. I'm not really an Apple fanboy. But every single Apple product I touch just kind of works, and I really like it. I acknowledge it's overpriced, but I don't care. I'm rich. I'm not really. But, you know, it's part of it's my business. So I kind of need to have this stuff, and it's tax deductible anyway. So money for old rope there. If I could send you stuff, I would, but the shipping and mailing rates would be hell. Jesus Christ. Yes, it would probably be more than the PlayStation itself is worth. Thank you for the offer, but yeah, especially if it could. Oh, can you imagine if it got caught in customs? That'd be a nightmare. In the same boat. Thank you. Same boat with Apple products. You know, they just work, and especially when you've got the whole suite. I mean, I know the iMac is so overpriced. I think this thing here cost me £2,000. Imagine the frigging rig you could build like with just Alienware software. Like if you start from scratch and built your own PC with £2,000, you could launch shit into space, man. And obviously, I'm missing out on a Mac with gaming. That what's ironic was when I started out getting into YouTubing a little bit, and for other reasons, I got the Mac because I was working more and more in media. So I got the Mac thinking this is really going to help with video editing and graphic design and stuff like that, which it has infinitely. I didn't know, and I didn't do the research about how bad it is for running games. So few games run on it. So I was in this weird, and I have been since the start of the channel. I started really going for it last year. Just being in this limbo of having the best YouTube machine on the planet, but nothing to play. So forget doing Let's Plays. But that's fine. Like on that topic, actually, moving on. Well, actually, comments first. Ken, same boats with the Apple stuff. Tax deductible, all works right off the bat. You know, that all tax deductible thing. It's pretty handy when you get to January, you need to declare your expenses, and you go, yeah, I spent £7,000 on Apple products. It's useful while you're eating, you know, stuff out the bin because you don't have any money for food, reusing tea bags. After years of mocking me getting big phones, my dad got the 6 Plus and loves it. The hypocrite. That's true. I was standing in the Apple store the other day, and a woman, like, I was looking at the 6 Plus. I mean, God, it is massive, especially when you come from a 5. It's huge. If someone, like, you can imagine just sitting at your home one night and then just the window smashes and someone, oh my God, they've just thrown a brick through the window. No, they haven't. It's just the Apple iPhone 6 Plus. It's that big. You could probably kill someone with it. The woman next to me came up and she looked at it and she went, that I'm never buying Apple again. They're going to lose loads of customers with that. It's just too big. And she stormed off. I was like, and this was a couple of weeks ago, like, the news had been that they'd sold millions of these things. I probably wouldn't go with the 6 Plus. I've finally got to hold one in my hand and play with it and stuff. It's too big. It's too big. So, going to go with a normal 6, which is a shame because most of the advances and most of the upgrades come with the 6 Plus. So it's not that much of a leap going to the 6, but what can you do? I can't live with something just that bloody big in my pocket. So there we go. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. YouTube and Let's Playing. The only thing I heard is the bending. I don't know if it's true. I don't either. All I heard was one thing about how there was only 10 incidents of it happening, according to Apple. So, you know, biased. But yeah, they said there's only like 10 incidents of it happening. I also read a news report suggesting that people don't put it in their front pocket. That's the reason for it bending. Will camera pick this up? No, not really. But yeah, basically, you put it in your front pocket, you sit down, and it's the bend in your hip that causes it to go like that. So they were saying put it in your back pocket instead. Who in their right minds puts a £600 anything in their back pocket where you sit? That's madness. That's what they were suggesting. Anyway, YouTube and Let's Playing. I am moving away from it. I'm really tired of it. Everyone and their dog does YouTube Let's Plays. You know the format. They start off and they apologize for how long it's been since they last did a YouTube Let's Play. They usually open the video with, hey guys, how's it going? That's what you have to say. You start YouTube Let's Play, you go, hey guys, how's it going? It's always just like crappily edited Minecraft videos with the overdriven audio and the crappy frame rate. And the other thing is, I mean, there's a lot of dirge out there in Let's Playing, but there's also a lot of quality. Like, so there's some really brilliant Let's Players out there. I am never, ever going to be one of them. So there's no point me sitting in the middle ground, not really delivering much. And I'm not saying never. Like, I know particularly like some of the people watching probably subscribe to the channel through watching my Minecraft videos and stuff. And I don't mean to piss on those chips. You know, I'm really grateful for the amount of lovely comment. I got an amazing piece of fan mail the other day, and I'm not just kind of saying this just to blow my own trumpet. On Tuesday night, I got an email just as I was about to go to bed from this guy. I think it was like a kid saying how his brother was really ill. He didn't go into details, but I assume really ill. And he just said that he found my videos and he went to his brother's bed, and they just like huddled up with a duvet, and they watched the Reginald Minecraft videos that first season from start to finish. I don't know how long that is, but they watched them all. And he just said it really cheered his brother up, and he wanted to email me and say thank you. And that blew my mind. Like, that is easily, that's going to go down as one of the best things that ever happened in the 2 years I've spent on this channel. It was just really sweet. And yeah, so I don't want to, you know, disregard all that and stop doing the things that people want to see from me. It's all well and good kind of saying, oh, I'm going to do what I want, man. This is all me. This is me being genuine, dude. Like, I just throw it out there, and if people want to watch it, then that's up to them. But I don't care. I'd do it if even no one was watching, because that's not true. And anyone that says that's a liar. But at the same time, I do have to think long game, and I do have to think about the stuff that I want to do. In the next video you see on this channel will be moving in that direction. I've done an animation, like a full animation for my brother's music video. It's taken a lot of work, but I think you're really going to like it. I hope you will anyway. And I'm thinking of doing more stuff like that. Like, you know, I did that Megan Trainor video and the Halloween special, which was that, you know, that crappy art style that I've got with the kind of funny shaped head people. I want to do that more, like kind of comedy sketches. So I love writing comedy, but obviously I can't perform it that well, given limited crew and space and stuff. But I can always animate comedy sketches. So I might do that. I might do more like vloggy things, but animated. So it's not just me talking in front of a camera. I don't know. It's not that I don't love gaming. I always will. But I struggle doing commentary. Like, secret here. Sometimes I've been so paranoid about how I'm coming across in the stuff I say, or even the way I say it, that I have remastered the audio on some videos. I've just kind of gone, that sounded rubbish, and I'll just re-record things. Even like specific words or sentences I'll obsess over. And it can take me like hours just not redoing videos. I mean, it's all recorded on the fly, but I don't know. I look back and I don't think it's not good, but you know what I mean? I think it's just me being a perfectionist, and I don't know. I just think there's better people out there. That's all I'm saying. There's way better people out there. I don't think I add anything like fresh or different to it, but I appreciate everyone that enjoys that stuff. And like I say never. There will be more things like that. I do still owe everyone that Skyrim Let's Play. Everyone gave some brilliant comments for the Skyrim checklist that we're going to do. In fact, I will read them for you now. We have got: shoot a bandit in the knee with an arrow. Obvious, but good. We need to do that. Steal all the sweet rolls. All of them? This is from Gameplay Jenny. Let loose cabbages in Shimmer Mist Cave. She was on the phone with me and she said, yeah, just generate loads of cabbages and let loose in this cave. And I was like, what's Shimmer Mist? I don't think I've ever been there. She said, you'll know when you get there, and you'll know why you need to let loose a load of cabbages. So that's that. BK Price, he's missing. I've not spoken to him in ages. He said, get the Wabberjack. I looked that up on Skyrim Wiki. It's this mental staff that every time you swing it, a random thing will happen. It sounds awesome, so that we'll do that. My own suggestion was go to Markarth, because I've never been there before. Everyone says it's a horrible, horrible place, so sounds lovely. Mark Kleinstra, he always comments on my videos and asks me, bequeaths me to go get a horse. And finally, I never managed it in Minecraft, much to his displeasure, but in Skyrim, we're going to be able to go and get a horse. So he wants me to launch a horse off the top of the throat of the world, which is pretty standard Skyrimming. Who hasn't done that? But yep, we'll do that. Become the Archmage of Winterhold. Does that involve the main quest, though? I don't think it does, actually. I once accidentally became the Archmage of Winterhold. Jules and I went off there thinking it was part of the main quest, and we were doing all this stuff, and we weren't leveled up points-wise in anything magic-related. But we ended up in Winterhold, and we thought we were supposed to be doing this stuff as part of the quest we were on. Turns out, no, that's just a subsidiary Become the Mage quest that most wizards go on. And we were stuck in this thing, and we did it all, and we came out of the quest becoming the Archmage, and we're like, now what? And then we went back to the main quest. We did it all by accident, not realizing it wasn't necessary. And we spent days on that, so that was embarrassing. Oh, go to Windhelm, then Riften. The reason being, I need to go to Markarth, Windhelm, and Riften to decide which one to destroy, because the very, very last thing on my checklist, is this going to be mirror image? Yeah. Is kill everyone. We want to kill everyone possible in a city and take ownership of it. That's the last mission. So I just need to decide which Skyrim city is the worst. And I know Kieran was very helpful in the discussion, like trying to figure out which is the worst city. Still open to input on that. And lastly, marry an Argonian. That was from Timo, I believe. Timo said it's possible. We can apparently marry an Argonian. So we're going to try and do that. So yeah, that is coming up. We will definitely do that. But, you know, see what happens. I want to get this music video out. I think you're going to love it. It's a Christmas present for my brother, so I might not be able to release it before Christmas. This might be the last you hear of me between now and then. We'll see. And comments. We've got so many comments. Wait, why is the connection bad? Oh, God, is it really? I hope that's not rearing its ugly head again. If it is, let me know if there's technical difficulties. You and Jenny are better than the vast majority of Let's Players because you rely on wit rather than yelling. That, yeah, I'm sure you spoke to Jenny about it before. We've had long discussions about it. Thing is, like, mixed thoughts on this. What is better? And by that, I mean, if you care about quality content and engaging people and being interesting and having a community kind of experience and just making friends, you know, like I've met all you guys and it's awesome. Like I see it more of just screwing around with mates rather than gaining subscribers and gaining views and stuff. But in terms of YouTube success, that's what it's all about, getting the subscribers and the views. And the way to do that is to just scream obscenities into the microphone. You know, I'm not going to do that. I'm never going to do that. You'll never see me doing videos like, I don't know, the funniest way is to die in GTA 5 and just those kind of clickbait kind of titles. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm a little bit devious in my titling sometimes, and I always make sure my tags try and attract as many people as possible. But I don't misrepresent myself, and I don't do shit just for the sake of getting views. I mean, it's pointless. Kieran Natural, I love the Wabberjack. Everyone's heard about this thing except me. I'd never heard about it until that comment came up on the video. I'm really looking forward to getting that. Of all of them, that's probably the one checklist item that I'm itching to get to. Epic Batman, can I add, if you want to complete all the Daedric quests? What are the Daedric quests? I'm not really au fait with Skyrim. I've done the main quest, you know, I've played it a hell of a lot, but I've never veered off the main quest really. So I don't know what all the Daedric quests are. But hell, man, you're here. Let's add it to the bloody list. I'll probably take forever though. I don't really want it to stretch into a 1,000-part series. Oh, maybe I do. Maybe we'll end up having fun. I don't know. Let's write it down here. Do all the Daedric quests. There are things you must do in Skyrim, it is true. These subscribers have asked these things of you. That'll be the theme tune. So yeah, so what's everyone else up to tonight? It's Friday night. We're sitting here. You're watching the stream, watching me, watching the stream, watching me, reading you, replying to me. I don't know. What's happening? Is there anything new trending on Twitter now? Let's refresh. Oh yes, Kurt J. Mack is back. Who here knows Kurt J. Mack? If you don't know Kurt J. Mack, he is the chap who is walking to the Farlands in Farlands or Bust. Is the name of the series. The Farlands in Minecraft, where you get to, 60 million blocks out, the physics engine breaks. And it's interesting. So he's, doing that. He's been away for a month. He left. Sorry, excuse me so much. This beer is going down too well. He left saying, "Oh, important things going on with the channel and all this stuff," and I'm like, "Okay, cool." Everyone was really intrigued, and he went off, and then he came back recently, and it just turns out he's moved house. I mean, so did I, and I went on hiatus, all the rest of it. Of course, a bit hypocritical of me, but yeah, he disappeared for a month, and he came back, and it turns out it wasn't really newsworthy on his terms. By that, I mean he doesn't like talking about his personal life, so he's not really talked much about the move either. I'd be interested if he revealed a bit more or let people into his personal life. Not that he has to, but I was just a bit annoyed that he went off saying, "Oh, all this cool stuff's happening in my life, blah, blah, blah." Went off, everyone's like, is he joined NASA? Is he been signed with a network, or what's going on? Then came back and was like, "Yep, I moved house, don't want to talk about it." That sucks, man. We got a Daedric Quests wiki. Thank you. I will bookmark such things as these. Okay. Yeah, I'll leave that there. Don't ask me why Disney's on my favorites. I don't know why it's there. So yeah, I need to, as much as I'm having fun and I love talking to you all, I do kind of need to wrap this up, mainly because I need a wee. And I also need to go off and do some more animating for my brother's video. Lastly, I did want to say, I've mentioned this a few times and I keep hammering on about it. I am finally in pre-production with my feature film. It's called Sticks. It's part animated, it's part live action. I've spoken about it before, and finally, after working, there was so many headaches in pre-production, working out how I was going to do this thing. We're finally moving forward. We've decided to incorporate live action with it, which is why the other day I filled the living room downstairs just completely with green screen and shaved off my entire beard and just left a mustache for the character that I'm playing, which is a 50-year-old guy, and wearing these glasses. Yeah, so that's the character, who is as yet unnamed, actually. I can't see Jack out of these, which made acting a little bit difficult. I was blind and just acting to green screen, so that was quite tricky. But all that footage is now in the can for the trailer, this trailer that I'm going to stitch together and get looking as good as possible. And then we're going to kickstart it with your help, hopefully, guys. Yeah, when the time comes, help me. Even if it's not monetarily, just sharing and all the rest of it. Speaking to a few publicists about reaching out to some people, which will remain nameless, and I've got a few other people on board, which will remain nameless. Really want to make a go of it. The budget's really small. It's going to be $20,000 or less. This is to make a semi-animated feature film, which is pretty unprecedented for $20,000. But I've got a pretty, I don't want to say innovative, but, well, no, it is innovative. I've had to use a lot of innovation to get around the budgetary and practical constraints. But I think you're going to love the story. It's a really beautiful, heartbreaking, emotional tale. It's like 127 hours. It's the tale of a guy who was trapped, but it's surreal. I mean, it's 127 hours if it was animated by David Firth. I don't know if you know David Firth. He did Salad Fingers, British animator, weird guy. If you don't know David Firth, go look him up because he's great. So, Timo warns about, oops, I got into a long discussion about prostitutes in GTA 5 and missed the new link. Sorry, that's quite all right. We are unfortunately wrapping it up here. But yeah, there are things coming. And again, that's the reason why I've been quiet. So keep holding your breath. Maybe we'll do more things like this whenever we get the chance. It's just nice just to chat, isn't it, really? And I guess next time we should do it just open. Just everyone can, rather than just me talking and you watching, just everyone's just in a group hangout. That would be nice. We should do that. Would you like that? I think we should probably do that. And then we can just, yeah, talk. And whenever there's long spells like this where I'm working on things, I can just keep you updated and see what you guys are up to, all the rest of it. This is so itchy. So, yeah, as you saw on my Twitter feed, maybe. So I shaved all that and just left the mustache, like big old mustache with the glasses. And then, yeah, I wasn't going to walk around with a mustache while I let that bit that I usually have grow. So I just shaved it all off, clean shaven for the first time in God knows how long. Now I'm just letting it all grow back. I'm growing it all back. Like, I really want to just try out a full beard because I can't afford a scarf. And I figured that would be good money saving. So, yeah, no, I'm never going to survive with this. It's too itchy. But it's nearly getting long enough that I can just shave my beard, little goatee, Ponzi thing back. So I'm going to do that. Anyway, this is the bottom of the barrel. We're talking about my beard. So, Timo, unlike Bill, I look nothing like my avatar. I saw you on camera for the first time ever the other day, Timo. I can't even remember what it was, or what footage it was about, but I remember seeing a shot of you on your couch, and yeah, I thought, oh, that's what he looks like. It doesn't look like one of the Animaniacs, which is disappointing. Only kidding. Yeah. Guess this is it, guys. So thank you so much for hanging out tonight. It's been really nice. I was quite lonely before. We will catch up again in the near future. And like I say, look out for that music video I'm doing for my brother. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Love you all. I will speak to you again soon. Might be speaking to you indefinitely if I don't figure out how to shut down the Hangout. Were you dumping water on something? No, I can't remember. I was really drunk. I was just looking through things, and I honestly can't remember what was going on with the footage, or where I saw it, or what it was. You might have been dumping water on someone. Cannot remember. But you were sitting on a sofa. That's about all I recall. Anyway, infinite regress mode. Take it easy, guys. I'm off. Love you. Oh, goodbye.